Hey, how's everyone going? Don Apocalypto here. Won't you pull up a seat because I got a story to tell you. Fred Claus. One of the most forgettable Christmas comedies with a nonsensical plot, Fred Claus asks the question, what if Santa has a brother, and would he be jealous of his saintly sibling's fame? That is what the director had in mind when he first heard this question from his kid. Yeah, folks, he got the idea from one of his kids. 'Cause, when you're an aspiring director looking for potential classics, getting ideas from your kids works so well in the long run. It was released in 2007 where it became a box office bomb, barely beating its budget, and has been forgotten in the public eye since. So let's go piss on this Yuletide turd for the season. Even though it's already over as I'm recording this, this is Fred Claus. The film opens in a cottage in the Middle Ages, where a narrator dumps out exposition.
You've probably heard many stories, but I assure you this is a story you have never heard before.
Oh, I think we've heard plenty of stories like this before, movie. You're not really that original. We're introduced to a young Fred, witnessing the birth of his baby brother Nicholas.
What's wrong? It's the fattest baby I've ever seen.
It's Kathy Bates as the mom, as she instantly falls for her newborn son's charm.
Ho ho.
Perfect in every way.
As they get older, Fred gets overshadowed by the family thanks to Nick's saintly acts.
The door's locked. Why don't you just knock?
Why can't you be more like your brother?
I'm pretty useless.
I don't wish to hate him. He means well. You're the only one who understands me, Chirp Chirp.
You're the only friend I ever have, Chirp Chirp. Hope you don't go away.
Chirp, chirp. Never returned.
Yeah, thanks for blurring that out, narrator. I couldn't tell. I thought he went out to get some pizza.
Frederick! I noticed how much you like the tree, so now we're gonna bring it inside the house and put presents under it. Isn't that wonderful?
Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? Bro, they should have gotten a second take on that. He starts to feel bitter towards his jolly saint brother as we jump forward to 1,000 years to where we find Fred all grown up, played by Vince Vaughn, who's a douchey repossession agent in modern-day Chicago. So what was Fred doing throughout the years before even the discovery of America? Was he, like, jerking off?
Ow! Are you nuts? You can't just come running up and kick someone like that.
Santa got it for me for Christmas last year.
Yeah, well, the big guy in the red suit's not looking out for your future, is he?
The only one positive thing I can say about this movie, and that is Vince Vaughn. He is pretty much the one carrying this shitty movie on his shoulders, with his typical sarcasm and wit he brings to his performance.
Call the cops. You got a cop right there. Right over there. Go grab. Use your words. Use your words.
Like, sure, the cast is trying of what they were given, but honestly, Vaughn does steal the show. And to be frank, without him, this whole movie would have fallen apart fast. So Fred goes to meet his British girlfriend?
Wanda, you have never been more attractive to me.
Freddie, I'm mad at you. No, I'm seriously mad at you.
Also a cop? I don't know.
Do you know what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what tomorrow is.
It is my birthday.
Let me guess, he's gonna miss her birthday, isn't he? Yeah, that figures. As Fred watches Charlie Brown, his racially stereotyped 70-year-old friend drops in.
I'm Manfred.
You're better than that.
I like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but don't drink this Kool-Aid.
Good lord, he's like a PG version of Riley from the Boondocks. Minus the awareness. Cut to a pointless shot later, Fred plans to open a casino for illegal gambling, but he is short on money.
I got the money. It's not about the money. What it is liquidating the money.
Look, can I at least suck your dick and then I'll pay the rest tomorrow? How's that? So he hatches a plan of getting quick cash by pretending to be part of the Salvation Army, but gets caught in the act and we get a tedious chase scene. I tripping or they're actually using cartoon sound effects? Why? Just why? Like, whenever slapstick gets involved, they force in a lot of annoying cartoon noises, and this continues for the majority of this movie. What is the point of this aside from some dumb, misguided attempt at entertaining your kids because they know this film would bore the hell out of them? It's not like the actors are directed to be animated, nor any animated sequences are in this shit flick. It feels like the tone of Wedding Crashers if it was scored by Itchy and Scratchy. It's so out of place. Funny enough, the director of this movie has actually previously worked on Wedding Crashers, and it's so baffling how he went from clever and subtle comedy to now cartoon noises. And this is a cats and dogs situation where they clearly wanted to make this film to act like an animated movie without for a second, why couldn't they just make this into an animated movie to begin with? And whatever the defense is, folks, imagine if they inserted this shit into Wedding Crashers. Yeah, it looks like they're trying so hard to get you a laugh, doesn't it? He ends up in jail, calls his girlfriend to bail him out, but to no avail. He has no choice but to call in Nick, who grows up to be none other than Santa, played by the Rhino himself, Paul Giamatti. Although more like a hippopotamus in this movie. Like, look at his back. It is so huge, it covers the entire screen. I feel like if he stumbles over, he's gonna sit on the cameraman's face.
Ho, ho, ho!
Nick?
Fred!
Fred tries to swindle Nick by giving him 10 grand, but is given an ultimatum to head over to the North Pole to work for him.
You've never come up here to visit. Not even once.
What is it exactly? What would I need to be doing up there?
Shave a few reindeer, sprinkle the doodads on the cookies, put the stars up where the little guys can't reach them. It's easy stuff.
And you can also give me a massage after a stressful day at work. You know, you can rub the oil, hot soothing oil over my back. You know, and you get it nice and slow. You know, and get a nice soothing area. And then you can go all the way down to my rosy cheeks area.
What?
No, that's not what I meant. We're brothers. Of course I won't do that. We're brothers, man. We're brothers. We're brothers.
So Fred stops by at his girlfriend's place one last time before he heads out.
This is a situation that I'm in with my brother.
Freddie, when we first met, I said, have you got a brother or a sister? And you said to me, no wonder I don't.
Technically, I have a brother. I have the same mother and father, but I never felt like I had a brother. No.
He's more like second cousin twice removed, you know?
Cut to Fred packing as he is greeted by an obviously head-swapped elf named Willie.
That's it.
I'll get it.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, God, that's
No, I got it. Okay.
Alright, let's keep it move on. Okay, we get it. You're weak. Can we please move on? He arrives at the North Pole, where he is greeted by Elizabeth Banks.
Paul, it's so nice to have you here. I'm Charlene, Santa's little helper.
Oh, I think you're more than just a helper there, miss. He spends the night at Willie's during his stay, just so they can steal the leftover gags from Elf. The next day, Nick gives Fred a tour of the workshop, where they have a DJ, played by Ludacris. His sole job is to replay Gene Autry's Here Comes Santa Claus. Well, that's just a sad job to have.
Scrooge, you lose.
That doesn't even rhyme. And it doesn't even make sense either. Then he takes him to a room called the Naughty and Nice Department, where they keep a magic snow globe that observes kids around the world to see if they're naughty or not. It's pretty useless, folks. Of which they will be placed on the board for the most naughty children this year. Bet these fuckers were ranked on this list. Afterwards, Fred gets assigned to his first job.
Naughty? Bam! Stamp him naughty. But if the kid strikes you as nice, bam!
If you see 30-year-old men on these files that still believe in me, you shred them.
The efficiency expert arrives in 15 minutes.
So his wife tells him about their efficiency expert named Northcutt, expected to arrive soon.
Why does the North Pole need an efficiency expert?
And he is played by, oh,
Kevin Spacey, man. Yo. Folks, I came up with a lot of great jokes throughout this review, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear it.
Spacey presents a chart showing them the increase in demands for more gifts this year, which was 2007, causing the North Pole to fall behind schedule.
The board is seriously considering shutting you down. What? But it's not just you. We're putting the Tooth Fairy on a one-child, one-tooth system. Oh, and also, we're gonna dump the Easter Bunny.
We're basically saying that we're going to place all of you Guardians members with new holiday icons. Especially Jack Frost, because he did not allow me to touch his ass. But we're keeping Sandman, though. He's pretty chill.
While that's going on, Fred stalks his girlfriend.
Well, that's not creepy.
Seeing that she is getting hit on by Jeffrey D. Morgan.
Sparkling conversation.
You know, folks, wasn't expected that Negan from The Walking Dead will be in a movie called Fred Claus. A movie that stars Vince Vaughn and Paul Giamatti. Story about Santa having a strange brother, and they use cartoon sound effects. I wonder how they got him into this movie.
Ho, ho, ho!
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
It's a joke. It's all a joke.
Fred gets annoyed by hearing the song over and over and asks Ludacris to change it.
Played over and over and over again. And the only thing that breaks that up is you screaming in it.
Let's spice things up, you know. Let's listen to $1 Million Baby. I love that song. I want to listen to that over and over again.
Yo, put up your butt. I'm from the south side of the North Pole, man. I hear you. Let me out.
Let's heat it up. Let's heat it up. Got the same thing playing all the time. Let's liven it up. Blood pumping. Let's make some bad decisions with each other.
This looks familiar.
Okay. I won't reference any Christmas movies that I would rather watch than this.
Back to work.
Northcutt finds out Fred and Nick are brothers, which gives him an idea.
An awful idea. The Spacey had a wonderful, awful idea. Okay, let's not reference any real-life controversies of this man anymore.
Later, Nick invites Fred for dinner, only to discover that he has also invited the parents over, of which Fred has not seen in years due to his strained relationship with them.
Open it up. Flip through the pages. Last page, Fred does not go to dinner. The end. And that's it.
The sequel, it's in stores now. You know what it's called? Ding Dong. Who's there? Why, it's Fred.
I'm not.
Bro, why did you added a sound effect to it? Because he said ding dong? I'm done.
They come in only to find another discovery that the parents invited Northcutt for dinner.
Oh, the irony.
As they begin eating, Fred discovers that Nick has been using his name to send gifts for their mom's anniversary, though she doesn't seem to care, and starts praising Nick again for his accomplishments.
I mean, you're looking at a man who can fly around the world in a single night.
Okay, I am seriously getting annoyed with the sound effects right now. It's actually starting to fucking annoy me. Like, they're not even just doing slapstick. All they're doing is like... That's all they're fucking doing. And it's fucking annoying.
You amaze me. Isn't it amazing?
I think it is. I think it's absolutely amazing. I mean, to think that he can fly around to 1 million houses in one night, breaking and entering.
Oh, I just wish you were a little more like your brother, that's all.
Great.
Mother of the Year, folks. Mother of the Year. It's no wonder why your son hates you.
Fred leaves and heads to a bar to drown out his sorrows. With eggnog. And what better way to make you yak faster than any liquor would by chugging down a shitty seasonal drink?
Fred!
Oh dear God, not him again.
Shirley.
Yeah.
Alright, call the FBI on this man. I think he's about to skin this woman. So yeah, Willie has a thing for Banks, even though she doesn't even remember his name.
Willie.
So he gives advice to the pussy elf of how to put the moves on Banks before hilariously stumbles like a jackass. Just how are you still breathing? While Fred tries to comfort Willie, we see Spacey shredding his letters like his career so he can frame Fred and sabotage the North Pole.
Like for Christmas, Will Keenan, I guess you'll be taking the bus to school from now on.
Oh, Freddie, you have been so very, very naughty.
Yo. That line coming out of Kevin Spacey, yo, that did not age well.
I never got to the S's.
Fred, I don't need to tell you how very, very important that these files are. Without them, we have no idea what the children want.
You know, fellas, I have a good idea. It's a pretty simple idea. Not too hard, not too complex. You wanna know? Why can't you use the damn globe to see if he actually did it? So Nick gets manipulated by Spacey to make the two brothers go against each other. Fred gets gang raped and more cartoon slapstick occurs. He's taken to an intervention where they brought his girlfriend along. You know, I wonder how they approached her to help Fred out. Were they like, hey, yo, you must be my brother's girlfriend. You want to help me out with our problems? I'm Santa Claus, by the way. Jesus, it's like, I will be on LSD if I've heard that shit.
For Pete's sake, okay? I'm not stressed out about it.
Nick, you're falling apart, and it's affecting his health.
What does it matter if his health is declining? He's a fucking immortal.
With an older guy with real nice hair who forgot to plug his meter in? Have an older gentleman ask you out on a date. Yes.
You are 1,000 years older than him. Does the movie forget that they grew up in the Middle Ages? Honestly, do you guys actually have short-term memory loss? Because if you guys don't remember, I got a clip right here.
Now, it's a little-known rule of sainthood, but when you become a saint, you freeze in time, eternally ageless. The rule applies to the family of the saint.
Guess getting the power of sainthood wouldn't save you from getting killed by basic stress. That's such a ripoff. The scene is beyond nonsensical. It is beyond dumb. That the writers just don't give a shit about consistency. They can't think for 1 second, how does any of these plot lines ever made sense? It's dumb. This whole thing is dumb.
What the hell was that?
Oh, looks like a new kid just...
So the next day, he hears about a kid taking over the #1 spot on the naughty list, which just so happens to be his 7-year-old friend.
Santa's not bringing y'all families and rides around the town with reindeer. It's a shell game. Y'all drink all the Kool-Aid, fools.
Never getting adopted because you're mean.
Is this meant to be taken seriously, movie? Come on. This looks more like your actual funny scenes. So in retaliation for this, Fred stamps all the kids' files into nice. Oh, and it's about that time. See you at part 2, losers.